students, today we are going to do the part 2 of S block rank ensuring questions. We are going to cover 20 questions within 10 minutes today. I may not give explanations for each and every question, but this is extremely important because S block questions are asked for every single examination. So let's begin without wasting much time. So the first question here is, among the following which does not form an oxide on heating? The answer is option D, Na2CO3. And why? Because NaO is a high energy product, and therefore only at high temperature this can be formed. On regular heating it does not form the oxide. The second question is, which one of the following is most stable? The most stable one here is option B, Li3N, and it is because of the size consideration. Comparing all this, Li is having the smallest size, and therefore it will be forming more stable. Smaller the cation, according to Fajan's rule, smaller the cation and larger the anion, it will be more stable, and therefore Li3N is the most stable among all the four. The third question here is about the stability of alkali metal chlorides. Follows which order? So the three different options are given here, and the fourth one is given up in here, and the answer is option D. It is because stability depends upon the enthalpy of formation HF, and the HF value of KCl is greater than CSCl, greater than NaCl, greater than LiCl. I can give you the values as well. KCl has minus 436, this has minus 433, NaCl has minus 412, and LiCl has minus 408. So in more negative, the enthalpy of formation is stable the product. So that's the answer. The next question is, which of the following alkali metal cation forms most stable cryptate 222? The answer is option C, K+. We will be taking more about the supramolecular compounds later, then you will understand why. For the time being, just understand that the answer is K+. Now the next question is, which of the following on thermal decomposition yields a basic as well as acidic oxide? The answer is calcium carbonate, because it gives both CaO plus CO2 will be formed, which is out of which one is acidic and one is basic. So that's the answer. For the fifth one, the option B is the answer. The next question is the hydride that cannot be obtained directly by reaction with hydrogen. For the question 6, the option is option C, BeH2. Why? Because BeH2 is formed by reduction of BeCl2 with LiAlH4. That is, lithium aluminum hydride is used to reduce BeCl2 form BeH2. The next question is property of alkaline earth metals. So the answer is option A. That is, the solubility of hydroxide in water is a property that increases with increasing atomic number. The next question here is, the aqueous solution of Na2S2O3 on reaction with Cl2 gives. The answer is option B, NaHSO4, and the equation here is Na2S2O3 plus Cl2 plus H2O gives NaHSO4 plus HCl. This is not the balanced equation, but the materials formed are NaHSO4 and HCl. The next question is, the reaction between NH4Br and sodium metal in liquid NH3 results in the formation of, and we are having 4 different options, and our option B, NaBr and H2 is the correct answer, and the equation is Na plus NH4Br plus NH3. It will regenerate NH3, and along with NH3 it will form NaBr plus H2. So that's the option. Next, the question 10. Question 10, a certain metal is used to prepare an antacid. It can accidentally catch fire but cannot be put out using CO2, carbon dioxide based extinguisher, and the metal is magnesium. We won't go to the details of it, but the answer is magnesium. Now the next question, the 11th question here is the solubility, which is readily soluble in water. Here two options are correct. Both option A and B are correct. Why? Because solubility decreases down the group, and therefore the first two members of the group are first few members will be very readily soluble. So option A and B are both correct. Next, the 12th question is which of the following does not exist in solid state? Here the answer is LiHCO3. It is because of the anomalous property of lithium that it is do not existing in anomalous property of lithium. This do not exist in the solid state. So that's the answer of 11th question. There was a little mistake in the last video where I had to write the strongest reducing agent and instead I have written the question as poorest reducing agent. So I repeated the question in this video as well. Which of the following is the strongest reducing agent? And without any doubt it is lithium. This is because of the consideration of the reduction potential that the strongest reducing agent is lithium. Then next, the 14th question, and the strongest reducing agent is lithium, and along with that if you want you can write the strongest oxidizing agent, which will be F. Okay, fluorine will be the strongest oxidizing agent. Next, for the 14th question, what is Epsom salt? The Epsom salt is MgSO4.7H2O, that is the hydrated magnesium sulfate will be the Epsom salt. Next question is the 15th question is which one of the following is the strongest base? And you also already know that down the group the basicity will be increasing, and therefore for the 15th question option D will be the correct answer. But it is more basic than barium. Barium is more basic than strontium also. So the strongest base among these will be barium. Next, the 16th question is dolomite is. So what is dolomite? For this option C, MgCO3.CaCO3, that is dolomite. It is an ore for both magnesium and calcium. Then the 17th question is which of the following alkaline earth metal have maximum reduction potential? For the 17th question the answer is option A, beryllium. That is also having many consideration, but we will be talking about the size considerations here. Because of its size, beryllium will be having the maximum reduction potential among beryllium, magnesium, calcium and strontium. The next question is a repeated question, but it is a very simple question, but don't confuse it with any other option. Gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. When it loses water, it becomes plaster of Paris, that is CaSO4.5H2O. But gypsum is always CaSO4.2H2O. This question is extremely important. Then another question is also similar to the 18th question, which asks the name for slaked lime. Slaked lime is CaOH twice or calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. So in another ways, if the question ever asked about slaked lime reaction, you should understand that slaked lime is CaOH twice. Now we will go to the final question of the day. This is a well-known question. Here they are asking the calcium is obtained by which of the following processes, and the option which is correct is option B. Electrolysis of molten calcium chloride will always result in the formation of calcium. So this is when we are learning about the preparation of how calcium is obtained, we have already learned this, that the electrolysis of molten CaCl2 will be giving the calcium. So today we have discussed 20 questions. These are all repeated and most important questions from S block elements. If you learn all the questions that we are doing in this series of S block elements rank ensuring question, I'm sure you are going to write all the questions that are going to coming from this part for NEET, JEE, CSIR NET, GATE and all the PG entrances, because S block and P block many questions can come. We are also doing P block elements rank ensuring questions part 1 in the very next day. So please watch that as well. So keep watching our channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon for latest updates. Thank you and all the best for whatever examination you are preparing. I hope you get the highest of the ranks. Thank you.